Cleveland Sunday at 1 o'clock is
You have fun with that.
90% chance of rain and 35 degrees, so that should be.
Are you going to the game?
Yeah.
Oh, who are they playing?
49ers.
49ers.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
You have great seats.
Ready, Patty? GT?
You're on.
I'd like to welcome everybody to the Village of Minerva's 22nd regular council meeting held Tuesday, November 25th. Patty, could we please call the meeting to order and do roll calls?
Boldazar,
Here.
Harris,
Here.
Meadows,
Here.
Coe,
Here.
Jordan.
Here.
Please join me in the pledge and the invocation. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our Father,
Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
thank you. We're going to start off with citizen comments. Do we have any comments for our two folks sitting here that are officially citizens for about 6 more weeks or so? Alex, do you have anything tonight?
I do not.
All right. We'll move down to our consensus items. I need a motion to approve the minutes of the 21st regular council meeting held November 11th, 2025.
I make the motion.
I'll second it.
Discussion? Roll call.
Coe,
Yay.
Harris,
Yay.
Jordan,
Yay.
Boldazar,
Yay.
Meadows.
Yay.
Motion so approved. Next up, I need a motion to approve the minutes of the workshop held November 11th, 2025.
I'll make that motion.
Second it.
Discussion? Roll call.
Harris,
Yay.
Boldazar,
Yay.
Jordan,
Yay.
Meadows,
Yay.
Coe.
Yay.
Motion is approved. Next up, need a motion to approve the minutes of the special meeting for the 2026 budget held November 18th, 2025.
I'll make that
I'll
motion.
second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Harris,
Yay.
Boldazar,
Yay.
Coe,
Yay.
Jordan,
Yay.
Meadows.
Yay.
That motion so approved. Next up is our report section of the meeting, and I will turn it over to our administrator, Mr. Midinger.
Thank you, Mayor. Reports from the administrator. I did send out invitations to rental registration program that will be meeting on December 2nd. That'll be an invitation to anybody who's currently owns properties, rental properties within the village, to discuss the program, talk about some of its benefits, and kind of address their concerns before we move forward on making any other kind of decisions on that program. We will be also discussing here in a second the community center and its future. We are starting to take information on our individuals' names for a steering committee. We will, once we get a couple more, we'll put that committee together, have a quick meeting, and then we'll set some timelines of when we're going to meet, make some have some discussions, and look at possible solutions for the community center. I do want to also publicly thank JT for helping supervise the McDaniel Waterline project. He's been out there in the rain, in the wet, in the mud. He's been doing a great job for us. I do want to publicly thank him for that. And that's all I have.
Any questions for the administrator? Thank you. Next up, our service director, JT.
Thank you, Mayor. In the street department, the guys have been working on getting a
Christmas lights uptown this week. They've got the 200 block done. They're going to be working on the 100 block tomorrow. They've also been servicing the trucks. We've got 4 ready for winter maintenance right now. The only one that's not ready is the leaf truck, and leaf pickup's still in progress. They're currently on their 3rd round. They'll most likely start picking up again the first of next week. In the water department, yesterday we had the Ohio EPA sanitary survey. The McDaniel replacement project is pretty much done. We capped the east end today and installed a new valve on the Linwood Drive line. All they have to do is some cleanup stuff and some topsoil and seeding. In the wastewater, replaced gaskets on the underground air line. We found several more while we were doing that. It's going to need replaced. They are a special order item, so it's going to take us a while to get them in. And we received the Minerva Dairy reporting for October, and that's under review. Park department, Lee's still working on an older Kubota with an engine change, assembling the brackets for the Christmas lights, installed a new Santa Claus and reindeer on the pool fence, and they've been assisting the water department with tie-ins. They did pick up the communication boards today from the school, so we'll be looking at getting those installed pretty soon. And other than that, I just want to thank the residents for getting their leaves out on the curb, for making it easier for our guys to pick them up. And that's all I have.
Any questions for JT? Hey, as far as the, I saw the Santa Claus on the pool. The brackets for the Christmas lights, are you talking about uptown?
The stuff that's down in front of the pool.
That's what we're talking about for those? I didn't know if we were doing that this year or not. Okay, all right.
Didn't know it was a secret.
Yeah, all right.
Not anymore. Yeah, so we're putting like triangle Christmas lights. There'll be 24 of them, something like that.
In front of the pool or behind in the park?
Around the fence.
Both sides. It'll all be along the roadway, so it'll be on in front of the building and then all the way wrapped around towards the pool building on the pump house on that side. Yeah, it should be pretty well lit up.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know that, speaking of a person that has a lot of leaves in their yard, we appreciate having those picked up, so thank you for doing that. What's that? I believe me, I know. I wish that person wasn't on the west side of me, but yeah, it's all good, so we appreciate it. So thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All right.
Thanks, JT.
Next up is our finance director, who is doubling tonight. Do you have anything tonight, Patty?
I just want to mention that the original ordinance in your packet has an incorrect amount. The updated amount has the extra $2,000 that we discussed for the donation for the police department and then the training. So Clark's going to read the correct ordinance, and I think I sent it to you guys last week, but just so you know, the one in the packet's wrong. And then just because Alex wasn't here, I'll explain real quickly. If you look at the ordinance that's going to pass tonight versus the budget that you got last week, it's $44,000 different in the total. That's only because we don't include the agency funds of Mayor's Court and the credit memo fund in the total that goes on the ordinance. So that's the only reason. So that's all.
Any questions for Patty? Thank you, Patty. Our law director, Mr. Batista.
I have nothing, Patty, stole my thunder.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Clark.
All right. Next up, our police chief, Chief Gardner.
I'll start off with the numbers from last month. We had 336 calls for service. Officers completed 46 incident reports and 10 crash reports. Officers conducted 97 traffic stops, resulting in 51 citations, and officers made 20 arrests. Patty already touched on this earlier, but I would like to take the time to thank the VFW for donating the $2,000 to the police department. As long as it was still an agreement, I asked that those funds be put into our training budget for 2026 to raise it from 5,000 to 7,000, gives us a little more room to work with. Just wanted to touch on the playoff game. Obviously, it's a big game. We're going to have a lot of traffic. I just want to make sure everybody's aware that it's going to be very busy. We're going to have 5 officers over there. Pretty much half of my department's going to be working the game. So I hope everybody enjoys it. I will not be able to make it over because that's when we're doing Thanksgiving, but I'm sure it's going to be a great game, and I'm voting for Indian Valley on this one. Met with Axon last Friday. I gave the numbers to Greg, I believe it was last Friday, after I talked to them. So we have the numbers back on that, and I'm sure he's going to be presenting that to you guys in the next meeting. Right?
Axon is,
Hazers.
okay. Yes.
Okay. So I got those in place, so we might be getting closer to closing the contract for the new tasers. I also want to take the time to thank everybody that's helped out with the new positions that are going to be presented shortly, that being the lieutenant and the investigator position, that will get in place for next year. So thank you, Greg, Clark, Patty, and Brenda, who's not here, for giving me all the numbers to figure all that stuff out. We are also approved for new lockers finally, down in the main room, because they're all destroyed right now, because we didn't have a key for the longest time to get into them. So hopefully that'll be getting done here real soon, and several of the dispatchers and officers, we're kind of taking it upon ourselves to do some renovations downstairs, start some painting of the squad room, cleaning up the squad room, along with doing my office and probably the sergeant's office. So we're gonna do some stuff to clean up down there and make it a little more presentable, just so you guys are aware. So we're making some moves to make it a little bit of a better place down there. I'm really excited about it, so I just want to thank everybody that's involved with that as well. That's all I got.
Any questions for Chief? Chief, how long, once this is, everything's approved, how long before you start the process of selecting the new
So at the beginning of
positions?
the year, I'll put a letter on the counter asking for anybody who's interested in the various positions to, because, you know, I'm assuming Sergeant Clinton's probably gonna go for the lieutenant position, then we're gonna have the sergeant position to fill, then, for the investigator, so I'm gonna ask for the letters of interest. Then we will look into some type of testing that I'll put together, and then I'll reach out to probably various chiefs and sheriffs that I know and see if they're willing to come in and sit down for, conduct an interview, and they will give me their blessing on who they think should take over this position.
But nothing's going to be bid outside. This is all going to be done from within the department.
Correct, I would like to keep it inside.
Yeah. Good. Any other questions for Chief? Thanks, Chief.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, next up is our favorite topic, talking about the community building. I know that another post went out today, or yesterday maybe, asking for people within the village limits that has interest to helping us come up with some ideas for the future of the community building. Is there anything else?
I guess we can give a quick update for those who don't know. Back on November 12th, just the one day after our meeting, we did receive communication from the Stark County Building Department that we advised to close the building immediately until further notice, until we can either make the appropriate updates and changes to it to make it in compliance, or until another decision is made. So with that, I have asked for individuals who are interested in forming a steering committee to help us get some ideas of what the village residents want, and then how we can possibly fund those options. So if there's anybody who has an interest in the steering committee, I do have 2 or 3 names already. I'd like to have about 5 individuals to talk about all the options and see what, the future of that parcel for us.
So just so we're clear, we're looking for kind of a committee, but we are going to still open this up to the community for discussions.
Correct,
and town
yeah.
hall meetings and
Yeah.
things like that.
We'll go through all that process too. The steering committee will help kind of guide those. set those dates and work with me and whoever else would be interested in town hall meetings, getting as much input as we can, so we can have an informed decision.
I think the belief is that this is a decision that shouldn't be made by 5 or 6 people, that we would like to get as much input from community as possible, so trying to do all the proper steps in doing that.
Absolutely.
Any other conversation about the community building? All right. Move on to our introduction of legislation. We're going to start with, I need a motion to hear first read in full of ordinance number 50-25.
I'll make that
And for
motion.
approval, I'm sorry.
Sorry. I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Discussion.
So this is the first read and approval for the budget, I believe. Yep.
Yes.
This will be our 2026 operating and capital improvement budget.
Any questions?
Excuse me.
Discussion? Patty, you already talked about this?
Yes, I did. So we had the meeting last week, and this will be the 2026 appropriations budget. It will allow us to operate next year.
Roll call.
Oh, that's me. Jordan.
Yeah, yay.
Sorry. Harris.
Yay.
Coe.
Hey, yay.
Boldazar.
Yay.
Meadows.
Yay.
Village of Minerva Annual Appropriation Ordinance Number 50-25. Ordinance Number 50-25, an ordinance to make appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the Village of Minerva, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31, 2026, and declaring it an emergency. Section 1, be it resolved by the Council of the Village of Minerva, State of Ohio, that to provide for the current expenses and other expenditures of said Village of Minerva during the fiscal year ending December 31, 2026, the following sums be, and they are hereby set aside and appropriated as follows. Fund classification, the name, government fund types. 101 General, Police Law Enforcement, Personal Services, $1,547,000. Planning and Zoning, Personal Services, $112,800. Mayor Administrator, Personal Services, $47,500. Legislative Personal Services, $35,750. Clerk Treasurer, Personal Services, $48,500. General Other, $1,218,060. Total General Fund, $3,009,610. Special Revenue Funds, 201 Street, Personal Services, $423,000. Other, $1,796,800. Total, $2,219,800. 202 State Highway, total $17,000. 203 Cemetery, total $29,400. 204 Park, Personal Services, $99,966. Other, $54,200. Total, $154,166. 205 Shade Tree, total $530. 208 Permissive Tax, total $14,010. 209 Muni Motor Vehicle, total $19,010. 210 Muni Road Fund, total $50,000. 211 Minerva Police Trust, total $0. 213 Senior Citizen Levy, total $29,000. 220 Mayor's Court Computer, total $5,000. 250 Income Tax Collection, total $3,501,000. 251 Cemetery Endowment, total $0. 810 Fire Insurance Fund, total $0. 901 Local Coronavirus Relief, total $0. 902 American Rescue Plan Act, total $0. 910 Opioid Settlement, total $8,000. Total Special Revenue Funds, $6,046,916. Debt Service Funds, total debt service, total $0. Capital Project Funds, 404 Capital Improvement, total $382,850. 405 Permanent Improvement, total $0. 411 Vehicle Replacement, total $65,500. Total capital projects, $448,350. Special assessment fund, total special assessment, total 0. Proprietary fund type. Enterprise funds, 501 water, personal services, $345,940, other, $791,500, total, $1,137,440. 520 sewer, personal services, $333,940, other, $468,760, total, $802,700. 540 parking meter, personal services, 0, other, $1,500, total, $1,500. 550 swimming pool, personal services, $56,250, other, $119,250. Total, $175,500. 580 water deposits, total, $6,000. Total enterprise funds, $2,123,140. Internal service funds, 601 self-insurance, total $611,000. 801 employee retirement, total $40,000. Total internal service funds, $651,000. Total proprietary funds, $2,774,140. Total all funds, $12,279,016. Section 2, and the village clerk and finance director are hereby authorized to draw warrants for payments from any of the foregoing appropriations upon receiving proper certificates and vouchers, therefore approved by the board or officers authorized by law to approve the same, or an ordinance or resolution of council to make the expenditure, provided that no warrant shall be drawn or paid for salaries or wages except persons employed by authority of and in accordance with laws and ordinance. Provided further that the appropriations for contingencies can only be expended upon approval of 2/3 votes of council for items of expense constituting a legal obligation against the village and for purposes other than those covered by other specific appropriations being made. Section 3, this ordinance is hereby declared to be an emergency measure necessary to the immediate preservation of public health, safety, and welfare of the residents of the village of Minerva to ensure that the appropriations for the fiscal year ending December 31, 2026 are approved within the time deadlines established in the Ohio Revised Code for proper payment of the expenses and expenditures necessary for the daily operation of the village and shall become effective at the earliest date allowed by law.
Thank you, Clark. First read so approved. Need a motion motion to suspend Charter 4.05, Rules of Reading of Ordinances and Resolutions as an emergency, and have second and third readings by title only and for passage of ordinance number 50-25.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Oldesar,
Yay.
Coe,
Yay.
Harris,
Yay.
Meadows,
Yay.
Jordan.
Yay.
Village of Minerva Annual Appropriations Ordinance 50-25, Ordinance number 50-25, an ordinance to make appropriations for current expenses and other expenses of the Village of Minerva, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31, 2026, and declaring it an emergency.
Thank you, Clark. Ordinance number 50-25 is so ordained and effective immediately. Next up, I need a motion to hear first read in full of ordinance number 53-25 and for approval.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Discussion?
Yes, this is an ordinance to accept the bid from NRG Business Marketing for a 3-year or 36-month agreement for our electric rates for the village.
Roll call.
Coe,
Yay.
Oldesar,
Yay.
Jordan,
Yay.
Harris,
Yay.
Meadows.
Yay.
I forget.
Ordinance number 53-25, an ordinance accepting the bid of NRG Business Marketing LLC and Direct Energy Business LLC as the electricity provider for the Village of Minerva electric service locations, authorizing the entering of a contract for the same and declaring it an emergency. Whereas council for the Village of Minerva deems it necessary to enter into a supplier contract for electricity for all service locations of the Village of Minerva. Whereas the village has submitted for bids for the supply of electricity for all Village of Minerva electric service locations. And whereas council of the Village of Minerva deems it necessary to accept the bid of NRG Business Marketing LLC and Direct Energy Business LLC to supply electricity to all service locations of the Village of Minerva, now therefore be it ordained by the council of the Village of Minerva, Stark, Carroll, and Columbiana Counties, Ohio, that one, the bid of NRG Business Marketing LLC and Direct Energy Business LLC to provide electricity supply for all service locations of the Village of Minerva at a combined rate not to exceed 7.946 cents per kilowatt hour for a 36-month term commencing on or after January 1, 2026, the first meter read date in January, is hereby accepted as set forth in the Commodity Master Agreement and electricity transaction confirmation attached hereto as Exhibit A, which is hereby approved. 2, Greg Meininger, Village Administrator, is hereby authorized to execute on behalf of the Village of Minerva the Commodity Master Agreement and electricity transaction confirmation or any other document deemed necessary with NRG Business Marketing LLC and Direct Energy Business LLC as the electricity provider for all of the Village of Minerva electric service locations. 3, this ordinance is hereby declared to be an emergency measure necessary for the immediate preservation of the public peace, health, safety, and welfare of the residents of the Village of Minerva to ensure expedited acceptance of the bid rate, which can change on a daily basis, and expedited execution of the Commodity Master Agreement and electricity transaction confirmation to lock in the bid rate and avoid the market risk of a rate increase, and shall become effective at the earliest date allowed by law.
Thank you, Clerk. First read, so approved. We need I need a motion to suspend Charter 4.05 rules for reading of ordinances and resolutions as an emergency and to have second and third readings by title only and for passage of ordinance number 53-25.
I'll make a motion. I'll second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Harris,
Yay.
Jordan,
Yay.
Meadows,
Yay.
Coe,
Yay.
Bulldozer.
Yay.
Ordinance number 53-25, an ordinance accepting the bid of NRG Business Marketing LLC and Direct Energy Business LLC as the electricity provider for the Village of Minerva electric service locations, authorizing the entering of a contract for the same and declaring it an emergency.
Thank you, Clerk. Ordinance number 53-25 is so ordained and effective immediately. Next up, we're going to have first read of ordinance number 51-25. Need a motion to hear first read and for approval.
I'll make that motion. Second it.
Discussion?
This is an ordinance establishing a new position, reestablishing the position of lieutenant with the Village of Minerva Police Department.
Any other discussion? Roll call.
Bulldozer,
Yay.
Coe,
Yay.
Jordan,
Yay.
Harris,
Yay.
Meadows.
Yay.
Ordinance number 51-25, an ordinance establishing the position of lieutenant in the Village of Minerva Police Department and approving the job description thereof. Whereas, upon the recommendation of the police chief, the council of Village of Minerva has deemed it necessary to establish a new position of lieutenant within the Village of Minerva Police Department and to establish the job description thereof. Now therefore be it ordained by the council of Village of Minerva, Stark, Carroll, and Columbiana Counties, Ohio, that 1, the position of lieutenant in the Village of Minerva Police Department is hereby established, which position shall be under the supervision of the police chief of said village. 2, the job description for said position is hereby approved as set forth in attached Exhibit A. 3, the pay rate for said position shall be established by council in the annual wage ordinance. 4, this ordinance shall become effective at the earliest date allowed by law.
Thank you, Clark. First read, so approved. Need a motion to suspend Charter 4.05 rules for reading of ordinances and resolutions as an emergency and to have second and third readings by title only.
That's as a non-emergency.
That's a non-emergency. I'm sorry. I'm going to do this again. Need a motion to suspend Charter 4.05 rules for reading of ordinances resolutions as a non-emergency and to have second and third readings by title only and for passage of ordinance number 51-25.
I'll make that motion.
Second it.
Discussion? Chief, do you want to say anything about this? I know you've talked about this a few times, but your reasoning behind wanting to do this?
Well, it's establishing that chain of command. You know, when Chief Miller took over and decided to put 3 sergeants in charge, it was too much chaos. Nobody knew exactly who they were in charge with, and nobody agreed on anything. So it caused more heartache than it did anything good within the department, and I think that was one of the biggest issues over that 7.5-year span. So I think establishing, an actual chain of command and everybody knows exactly what their job is very important. So
Very good.
when it comes down to the police lieutenant, that gives me that person that is second in charge that I look to and that I trust to get the job done, so.
Very good. Roll call.
Meadows.
Yay.
Coe.
Yay.
Harris.
Yay.
Boldazar.
Yay.
Jordan.
Yay.
Ordinance number 51-25, an ordinance establishing the position of lieutenant in the Village of Minerva Police Department and approving the job description thereof.
Ordinance number 51-25 is so ordained and to become effective 30 days from today. Next up, I need a motion to hear first read in full of ordinance number 52-25 and for approval.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Discussion.
This is an ordinance establishing a position of police officer investigator for the Village of Minerva Police Department.
Anything you want to say about that, Larry?
This comes down to, like I said, the training funds was kind of the big thing. It's kind of hard to send every 10 of our officers to these kind of trainings to stay up to date on everything. So if I can single in on one person that I can concentrate that money on, that can handle our investigations, write our warrants, visit the judges and the courts and all that stuff. This will actually kind of help speed up the process if we just have one individual that's working on these things.
Very good. Roll call.
Boldazar.
Yay.
Coe.
Yay.
Meadows.
Yay.
Jordan.
Yay.
Harris.
Yay.
Ordinance number 52-25, an ordinance establishing the position of police officer/investigator in the Village of Minerva Police Department and approving the job description thereof. Whereas, upon the recommendation of the police chief, the council of the Village of Minerva has deemed it necessary to establish a new position of police officer/investigator within the Village of Minerva Police Department and to establish the job description thereof. Now therefore be it ordained by the council of the Village of Minerva, Stark, Carroll, and Columbiana Counties, Ohio, that 1, the position of police officer/investigator in the Village of Minerva Police Department is hereby established, which position shall be a special assignment designated by and under the supervision of the police chief of said village. 2, the job description for said position is hereby approved as set forth in attached Exhibit A. 3, the pay rate for said position shall be established by council in the annual wage ordinance. 4, this ordinance shall become effective at the earliest date allowed by law.
Thank you, Clark. First read so approved. I need a motion to suspend Charter 4.05 rules for reading ordinances and resolutions as a non-emergency and to have second and third readings by title only and for passage of ordinance number 52-25.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Harris.
Yay.
Jordan.
Yay.
Boldazar.
Yay.
Meadows.
Yay.
Coe.
Yay.
Ordinance number 52-25, an ordinance establishing the position of police officer/investigator in the Village of Minerva Police Department and approving the job description thereof.
Thank you, Clark. Ordinance number 52-25 is so ordained and will become effective 30 days from today. All right, that takes us all the way down. There's no second reads, no third reads, no motions tonight. Takes us down to the mayor's report. Just a couple of things. First of all, we're sorry to report or hear the news of the passing of Jody Gunderson. He was the father of our former administrator, Benjamin Gunderson. Passed away unexpectedly last week. We will be taking donations. If you want to donate, there is a fund that we can donate in lieu of flowers that we're going to do here, do something from the village. So thoughts to the family. If you haven't seen yet, right outside of Village Hall, we did receive a plaque with the donations from the Tarbett family and friends in memory of Mayor Tarbett. For the lights on Village Hall, we did put up a plaque to kind of remember him and the donations that the family and friends made to make our Village Hall look great. I know Chief talked about the playoff game that's going to be held here in Minerva Friday night. We know there's going to be traffic, so make sure you plan accordingly. If you're planning on attending the game, I know there's some different maps and places to park if needed for some overflow. Aaron reminded me to say this. We talked about this at workshop today. If you do have a street light out, the easy way to report that, most street lights have a phone number on them and a number. You can report straight to AEP, or if you call Village Hall, give an address, we could do that for you. The only other thing I have tonight is, holiday seasons are coming around. Make sure you shop local. We have a lot of, I know Nate's going to talk about some of the things that we have going on downtown. There's going to be lots of opportunities to get a lot of your Christmas shopping done, and hopefully you take advantage of all the great businesses we have right here in Minerva. So that's all I have tonight. We'll go around the room. Ms. Jordan?
Have a safe and blessed Thanksgiving, and I know gun season's coming up for deer hunting. Please be careful and be aware of each other and have safe hunting.
Very good. Mrs. Coe?
No, I'm good tonight, thank
Good.
you.
Mr. Harris?
Just letting you know, we've been doing some exterior renovations on the Roxy Theater, including a ticket window to keep some of the bottlenecking down from the entrance area. We've done a few other slight renovations on the interior. We moved the mural that Diane Granger Betts did to the interior of the lobby area. I think it looks really well, and it's helping to preserve it. It was kind of on the end of its life cycle, on the being hung on the outside. The one thing I know, Nate reads off this list of things that kind of can make your head spin about what's going on. So I want Nate to tell us, like, where can people best find, or what sources can they find and keep up to date on this list of things, because it's a list of things, so that everyone can spread the word. I know you have the Minerva app, and I don't know if everything's on there all the time, or what places can they find better detailed times and events and so forth.
Everything's on the chamber. If you go to www.minervachamber.org or .com, there's a whole calendar of events with details of each event for the entire month. Usually it goes up about the end of the previous month, if not sooner than that. So there's constantly that. Check out the Minerva Chamber Facebook page. Constant updates there. I try to post multiple things almost daily. Try to keep everybody up to date. And then really, if you like a certain shop or a certain business and whatnot, they're really good at keeping things up too. So, and then Patty's fantastic with sharing stuff on the Minerva Village page and the Minerva app. So yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else, Nate? You don't have a list of.
Oh, I got a list. I was just going with that. So this Saturday is Small Business Saturday. So we have about 30 local businesses participating just here in Minerva. That list of businesses, I think I have it scheduled out to go tomorrow. So I've been continually compiling that. That list and a map will be available at the chamber office and all the participating businesses. So that's this Saturday. So remember to shop local Saturday. There's a lot of good deals. Speaking of good deals, 12 Days of Christmas tickets are still on sale. They are on sale through December 7th. So we have like 190 something prizes to give out again this year. So get your tickets for that. It's $3 a ticket, $10 for 3 tickets, or $20 for 7 tickets. They are available multiple locations: Consumers National Bank, Clark and Chaddock, Kishman's IGA, both Minerva and Malvern, Crosspoint Barbershop, both Minerva and Malvern, Hubner Chevrolet, Hubner Subaru in Carrollton, the Minerva Y, Minerva Bowl, Sandy Springs Brewing Company, Edward Jones Investments, Walker's Cafe, the Minerva Area Federal Credit Union, and the Chamber Office. So get your tickets now. Our bin's starting to fill up. Next Saturday, December 6th, is Downtown Wonderland. The Christmas parade is at 3. That starts at the elementary school, runs from Bonneview to East Line Street, and then on North Market, ending at the admin building. So Santa will be in the Roxy for free pictures, along with other activities throughout downtown. The tree lighting ceremony is at 5:30 in Mayor's Park. The Historical Society has their annual Christmas concert on December 12th. This year, the Alliance Symphony Orchestra Big Band is performing. Tickets are $10. You can get those tickets at the Chamber office. You can also get them at the Historical Society Wednesdays while they're open, or you can call Lori McClellan to get tickets. They are $10 a piece. And then the following night, December 13th, we are showing the live action How the Grinch Stole Christmas, with the surprise appearance by the Grinch. Special appearance, I should say, not maybe surprise, since I'm announcing it. But tickets are for $5 for kids, $8 for adults. Come out, check out the movie. So I think that's it. So just everyone keep safe this next couple days. So I know it's going to be a little crazy and whatnot. So the weather's going to turn here. It's going to get a little cold. So make sure you bundle up, because everyone's going to get sick. So.
All right.
That's it.
Just a couple announcements before we get out of here. Leaf pickup will be ongoing. Check the website and social media for updates. I know JT said starting back probably after next week. We will have a special meeting to discuss the resident rental registration. That's December 2nd. That's up here. 6:30. And the next regular council meeting will be December 9th and 16th. So 9th and 16th. That starts at 7:30 with our workshop at 6:30, both those dates. If there's nothing else, anybody? Then I will take a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Second it.
Discussion? Roll call.
Meadows?
Yay.
Baldessar?
Yay.
Coe?
Yay.
Jordan?
Yay.
Harris?
Yeah.
Meeting adjourned.
So you said
Yeah. We bumped it up. Yeah, because we bumped it up at the beginning of the year because of it being 2030.